This week, restaurants and businesses around Maine celebrated National Lobster Week, but today is National Lobster Day. It started in 2014 as a proposal by Maine Senators Angus King and Susan Collins. This year, Mainers are celebrating the holiday with added pressure as lobstermen have been wrapped in lawsuits, right whale regulations, and red listings by environmental groups. Here to break down this wild news year is News Center Maine Jack Mulmud. Jack, you've been following a lot of these issues for months now.
Yeah, Sam, good evening. There's simply just way too much that's happened in the lobster industry this year to break it all down within this newscast. So we'll just take a step back here and look at the first bit of news this summer, which was the implementation of weak links in lobster trap lines. This weak link process in the lines was designed to make the rope weaker in case an endangered right whale were to swim through it. Lobstermen said the rope was too weak and could snap under normal pressure and tall waves. Then in July, we saw a big hit to the industry, which was a federal judge out of Boston saying that federal regulators can reinstate a nearly 1,000 square mile closure of fishable waters. This means that from October to January, lobster traps with ropes cannot be used in that area. Lobstermen who fish that area told me that they make more than half of their income during that time. Then this month, the Monterey Bay Aquarium, which is an influential voice from the Pacific Coast on sustainable seafood, called out Maine lobster and put it on its red list, telling the world not to eat Maine lobster. It's currently unknown when the aquarium will reassess this rating, but we've seen national companies like Blue Apron and HelloFresh pull lobster off of their menus. But now we're here as restaurants all over Maine are offering deals to support Maine lobster boats throughout this last week. I caught up with some of those local businesses here in Portland and South Portland to find out why this year's National Lobster Holiday is more critical than ever. A sternman on the Ivy Jean lobster boat on Portland's working waterfront. He's cutting up herring, preparing for a new day. The Ivy Jean fishing vessel, along with a few other boats, provide fresh lobster every day for Luke's Lobster just across the pier.
We usually plan about a couple months before, just trying to think of what promotions make sense and really how we can hype it up and talk about the day.
Megan Dillon runs marketing for Luke's. She says this year's National Lobster Day is huge.
It's a pretty big deal. It's a resolution that the Senators of Maine really put in probably 5 or so years ago. So I think it's a nice day that we can all really just celebrate and bring attention to the fishery.
The special they ran with this week? A twin lobster dinner with 2 sides, $30. And on to Sopo Seafoods in South Portland, where co-founder Joshua Edgecombe says this is their first year honoring the holiday. He says this is because they've only been open for 1 year.
We started the business to support local fishermen, support other local seafood businesses. So yeah, it's a great way to sort of do that.
The special they had this week included a lobster roll with caviar, $29. Joshua says his first time celebrating the holiday means a lot given recent lobster lawsuits.
It's, coincidental timing, but it's never been a more important time to come out and eat lobster.
Then over to Eventide Oyster in Portland. Can't decide on a specific special? Try 3 lobster rolls. Ginger scallion, mayo and dill, or classic brown butter.
I couldn't decide. The brown butter looked really good.
James Hildebrand is visiting Maine and coincidentally got the lobster roll flight on National Lobster Day.
I love eating it, which is good, but I just, it seems like kind of stressful for the people who work in the industry.
All these hardships the lobstering industry has faced this year mostly revolve around 3 lawsuits brought on by the Maine Lobstermen's Union and Maine Lobstermen's Association. But this month, the association, along with Reds Eats in Wiscasset, are asking businesses to donate money to help their legal battles and give back to lobstermen. I was told today they are well over $10,000 raised. Sam?